part with us. Yes. Hi, I'm Stepha Verbooks, and today I'm gonna make a Mockingjay Part 1 review. So let me just say that this movie was amazing. Like, it was crazy. There was just so many elements, and it just was so respectful to the book, and like everything was like the book. Well, there was like a couple of things that weren't in the movie that were in the book, but that was normal. Like, before, I thought it was useless that they made it in 2 parts, but now I get it that it's in 2 parts, because it was just so necessary. So I read the 3rd book, well, 2 weeks ago, and I couldn't read it before because I thought it was boring. I was just stuck in that first part, and that's the problem with the first movie, because it's only about the first part. But the movie made it a lot better than I ever thought it would. Like, my expectations were here, and my expectations really went there, and all that because of my Josh. Josh Hutcherson in this movie made an amazing job. I think that he made a better job than Jennifer Lawrence. And I don't know how to explain that unless you see the movie. So go see the movie now, because it was crazy good, and watch this video after. So go. So for the rest of you that have seen the movie, I went to the before premiere, and I was so excited to see it. I went with my friends, with a friend and my dad, and it was really cool. So when I arrived there, I was like kind of sad, because I'm like, okay, 1 more part to go, and it's like in a year. How am I gonna survive for during a year to wait for the next movie? And I knew exactly how it would end, because I just knew it. That it would end with the PETA attacking Katniss part. And I was just so excited to see that, because I didn't expect it would be that good, though. In the book, it was really well described that he really hated her, but in the movie, it was worse. It was he just took her neck, and the look in his eyes, like, every time on those little clips that we saw from the Capitol, I could only see PETA's eyes, and it was like, oh my god, his eyes. Oh my god, his eyes. Look at his look. He's just not the same. He's gone. And every time they showed a clip of him, I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It was worse and worse. Like, it was worse than how it was described in the book. And that's really rare. And that a movie made me feel more emotions than a book, because it's usually well described in a book. But I think that the directors did a really, really good job on this one. When he arrived, it was so dramatic, and when Katniss goes and see him at his cell, his hospital cell, and that he's just trying to get out of his bed, and he's just like, ah, and I was just like, oh my god, he's crazy. He's worse than I ever thought. And I just, wow, Josh Hutcherson. Okay, so one little thing that I didn't really like about the movie is that it really became long at one point. Well, it's kind of like that in the book, but in the movie, at one point it was like, okay, can we move on? Until they arrived at District 8, and then it was ooh, big shebang. I love Finnick in this movie much better than in the second movie, because if you saw my other video about the second movie, I didn't really like how Finnick was. I didn't like the actor, because I didn't thought that he was the Finnick in the book. But in the 3rd one, I was like, wow, Finnick did a really good job in this one. I don't know who's the actor, but whatever. He was really good. And what else? What I didn't like also was that when Finnick describes how he was a prostitute for the Capitol, that was a very, very important part in the whole series, because he knows how Snow became the power of Panem and the Capitol and everything. He knows a lot of stuff that he shouldn't know, and that's very important, if you know what I mean. And like while he was describing that, like they showed like another, like there was something else happening with Gale trying to get PETA and everything, because I was so distracted by Gale getting PETA because we didn't see that in the book. We'll read that in the book. And it was like so distracting, like I couldn't get my mind together because I was trying to listen to Finnick because that was like such an important line, and I was trying to like think about Gale getting PETA, but yeah, it was so stressing that moment. Like it was really not well made. Like I think that they should have put like a Finnick part and a Gale part, because it was like really mixed up, and I couldn't listen to what Finnick was saying, and I can't imagine to the people that haven't read the book how it was like really confusing. It was a crazy good movie. I think in movie wise, I think the third one, or part one, was amazingly made, and I like now my expectations for the second movie is quite high, and I hope it's gonna be like, I hope that it's gonna be better than my expectations, cause this is like such an important series to me, and I think you can know that because like Josh Hutcherson is like my favorite actor of all time, and not just because of the Hunger Games, because of all of the things that he made. Because of, I think I followed him since he was like 9 or 10, like when he started Bridge of Terabithia, and then I watched all of his movies because he was like my lover since I was like 5. I gotta say that this was an amazing movie, and I was really proud of it. And what can I say more about it? It was perfect. There was just tiny things I didn't like, but I gotta give this like a 9.8 on 10, because it was great, and I think I'm gonna go see it again because it was really good, and I can't wait for the second movie. And anyways, so go watch my next video that I'm gonna make one day. I am trying to make my videos on Mondays, well, Sundays or Mondays. It depends. And anyways, see you on my next video. Bye!